Hello and welcome. In this video, I will be explaining the basic system architecture of PostgreSQL. So I'm going to explain how the parts of PostgreSQL interact with each other. So PostgreSQL uses a client-server model, and a PostgreSQL session consists of the following programs which cooperate their processes together. So we have a server process, which is referred to as the actual Postgres, and the server process basically manages database files. It accepts connections to the database from client applications. It also performs database actions on behalf of the clients. So the database server program is called Postgres. We also have the user's client, which is the front end. This refers to the user's computer that is used to access the server. So this could be a laptop or it could be a desktop. So the user's client front end, it's also an application that wants to perform database operations. So you can have an application inside a PC or a laptop that wants to perform database operations. Client applications can be very diverse in nature. A client could be a text-oriented tool, a graphical application, a web server that accesses the database in order to display web pages, or a specialized database maintenance tool. Some client applications are also supplied with the PostgreSQL distribution. So this is what a typical client-server architectural model looks like. So we have the client-server application. The client and the server can be on different hosts. All right. In that case, if they're on different hosts, they can communicate over TCP/IP network connection. So always bear that in mind, because the files that can be accessed on a client machine might not be accessible, or might only be accessible using a different file name on the database server machine. So this here will be the actual Postgres server, and these laptops here will be representing the client application that wants to connect to the database to use its services. A PostgreSQL server can handle multiple concurrent connections from clients. That means it can handle several connections at the same time. And the way it does this, it starts or forks a new process for each connection. And from that point on, the client and the new server process communicate without intervention by the original Postgres process. So the server is always running, usually available 24/7, and waiting for connections, while the client doesn't have to always run. The client can connect and go. Once they finish using the services, they can disconnect, but the server, which is this master server here, has to be up and running all the time, waiting for client connections. So this is the basic architecture of a PostgreSQL. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.